What's up YouTube? It's Elijah Wan Dream and we're back again with another NBA 2K25 New Gen Center build video. And in today's video we have a special treat for you guys. We are bringing back the 7'2" Glitchy Glass Cleaner. By far one of the most popular builds that I've ever put out, and you guys went crazy on it, especially in NBA 2K23 when we could get slashing takeover on it. Again, I made last year's version as well too. That was also an extremely fun version to play on, and this year's version is also going to be insane. I can't wait to get my first build to 99 and also make this build. Every single build that I've dropped on my channel so far, I can't wait to make. I just want to get my first build to 99 so that way I can immediately max out the rest of them. But man, so many different builds, play styles, but I am extremely excited to hop onto this one and make it. I believe you guys are going to enjoy this one as well too. Let's just get into it here. Of course, we're going to be a center. You guys already know we're going to be 7'2", but our weight, we're going to go to 227 pounds. So now normally I'd like minimum weight on my 7'2" Glitchy Glass Cleaner, but at minimum weight you only get a 64 speed, and if we go up to 227 pounds, as you see there, we get a 62 speed, so not too much of a difference. But for our wingspan, we're going to go to 7'10". Again, normally I would go minimum weight and the longest wingspan at 7'11", but I wanted to be able to get sharpshooting takeover on this. That's the one mistake that I made on my very first build on my 7'3". I wish I would have went to a 75 3 ball so I could have got sharpshooting takeover on it. And the only way to do that, you can't go max wingspan against sharpshooting takeover. So they knew what they were doing with that one. But if you go one tick below to 7'10", you still have a 7'2" frame. That's massive. You'll get that 75 3 ball, then you can go ahead and put on your sharpshooting takeover and become a lights out stretch at 7'2". Also, another key thing about having that 227 pounds, we only lost 2 ticks of speed, but as you see, our strength goes up to a 78, and we will be putting that to a 77 so we can get silver post lockdown on this version of the 7'2" Glitchy Glass. I know always everybody's first comment on these types of builds when I make low weight 7-footers is the strength. How do you do with that 70 strength? Again, all of last year I played on 7'3", 7'2s with a 72 strength. It was fine. It was honestly fine. Of course, strength is good to have and it does help out in situations, but like I said in my previous video in my inside center build, for a stretch I would rather have the speed than the strength. And again, you have a massive frame at 7'2", so you can still defend the paint pretty well, but of course you are going to get drop steps, you will get swam here and there, but again it doesn't happen all the time. And I've had enough experience playing on these builds that it's been totally good, and you can still drop triple doubles, you can still sauce up, cook up, you can still get your blocks and everything. So now that we got the height, weight, and wingspan, go ahead and click continue. For our close shot, we're going to go up to an 80. So I would have liked to get Silver Paint Prodigy, but as you see here, we're only 4 points away. So once you get your cap breakers, you can go ahead and put on that 84 close shot so you can get Silver Paint Prodigy. If you want to use this on your very first cap breakers that you get at starter 3, you can totally do that. Absolutely up to you. Or you can use them on your rebound or pass accuracy, and you can even sprinkle them on your block and interior defense to get another level of badge in that point. But for sure, 100%, your first or second cap breakers that you unlock, I would definitely recommend putting up your close shot to an 84 so you can get that Silver Paint Prodigy and be even more of a beast in the paint with the 7'2". But still, 80 is a very nice rating to have. We are going to get elite standing contact dunks on this build. Of course, you already know that. So having that 80 close shot, just in case you don't get that dunk animation, whatever it might be, you can still finish around the rim. And of course, you can throw in some cheesy hook shots as well too. Our driving layup, we are going to go to an 80 for this. So kind of just like my 7'3" that I just dropped, we are going with an 80 driving layup and an 80 driving dunk as well too. Now the only thing that we're really missing out on is a Shawn Kemp dunk package at the 82 driving dunk by lowering our weight. I figured it was worth it to sacrifice it. It's only one dunk package, and still with an 80 driving dunk you get really good dunk packages at that level as well too, and you're still gonna get your elite standing contact dunks. So I decided to sacrifice that Shawn Kemp dunk package to get a little bit more strength and a little bit more defense in the post. And of course, you guys just heard me say go to a 90 standing dunk so we can get our elite big man contact dunks. You guys know we had to put elite big man contact dunks on our 7'2" Glitchy Glass Cleaner, and once again you have amazing finishing and you will be able to get sharpshooting takeover on this build as well. Then for our post control, you can leave that at a 55 for this build. We don't really need it, and again, it's not really part of my playstyle to have post control on here, but if it does help out the build, getting some hook specialist on gold if you're 7'3" or something like that and we got extra points, I'll throw it on there. But again, post control is mainly for drop stepping and post spins, which I do do not really include into my playstyle. So for me, I don't usually put post control on my builds because I like to play more as a face up and a stretch and be around the perimeter. And of course, space the floor. Mid-range shot, we are going up to an 80, and our 3-ball, of course, we're going up to a 75, so we can unlock sharpshooting takeover on this build, which is going to be amazing. So we can get up to an 83 3-ball. Of course, once you unlock your takeover ability, once you reach that level 5, you'll be shooting lights out. You still get bronze Deadeye at 7'2" and silver set shot specialist, and of course, use your max badge +1 to get gold. That plus your sharpshooting takeover badge, you'll be shooting some mean shots in the park and the rec, that's for sure. I believe you could take this build to the park as well too. Not necessarily recommended for it, as you are a little bit slower at 7'2". Again, you can make it work if you're with the right people, but for sure this build recommended for 5s. Our free throw, we're actually going to get up to an 86 free throw. We had leftover points, and of course we are pretty much like a slashing type of big, so if we get fouled with that 80 driving layup, driving dunk, close shot, standing dunk, whatever it might be, we can go to the line and knock them down. Again, this is the last thing I upgrade. The last 2 categories that I upgrade are always free throw, post control, and then steal. Maybe not necessarily in that order, but again, I like to fill out everything else and then increase those. But we do get steal on this build. This is the first build so far that I've been able to put steal on, so we are going to test it out. Steal isn't a necessity, but it is complimentary, absolutely. Again, bronze interceptor on last year's builds, I didn't find it to be too great, so again, we'll find out this year. Today is technically the first day that the game is actually out, so there's still lots to test around and try out, and we'll see how this steal works. But again, I don't think it's an absolute necessity to have when you can only get it up to a 60. But if you're able to get it, definitely go ahead. In our pass accuracy, we're going to go with a 93 on this one, but once again, if you get your cap breakers, you can use 5 of them to get legend break starter and legend dimer if you want. That should also get you Hall of Fame versatile visionary, I believe. So I did take it down a couple notches from my first build at 7'3". I really wanted to try out that gold versatile visionary off rip. I haven't got to my gold versatile visionary yet, but I'm very much looking forward to trying that out. So far, I haven't been too impressed with the 95 pass accuracy, but once again, I don't have Hall of Fame break starter yet, and I don't have gold versatile visionary. So once those 2 are working together, I think it should be really amazing. But again, even with the 95 pass sack and only having like silver versatile visionary at the time and silver break starter, I believe, you can still throw some really nice full court dots. But I guess maybe I was just trying to do too many flashy passes and they kept getting picked off. But a lot of people did make their first builds with very high steal, so you have to be very careful in those lanes. But a lot of people that made their builds with 75 pass sack are really getting those lanes jumped and their passes stolen. So again, if you unlock your 3rd set of cap breakers, maybe you want to throw it on this. But first, I would definitely go for your close shot and then your defensive rebound. But still, having Hall of Fame break starter on a big at 7'2" with the rebounding that you're going to get, it is very crucial. This build will be a triple double machine as well, and you can get some easy fast break outlet assists. And of course, this build will be a triple double machine, like I said. Ball handle, we are going to turn this up a little bit to 855. This does unlock some Joel Embiid dribble moves and a Nikola Jokic spin as well. So kind of cool to have. Again, you can dribble up if you're a dribbler. And our speed with ball, we are actually going to turn this up to a 49, so we can be as fast as we can with the ball. And to come down with the defensive rebound, if you want to go coast to coast with it, use that blowout dribble. This will make you even faster with it at 7'2", and it could just make this build really fun, and of course gives you a little bit more momentum to work with an 80 driving dunk and an 80 driving layup. And for interior defense, we're going to go up to an 82, and that will unlock us post lockdown at the silver level to match that 78 strength that we're going to get. And we will be able to get gold paint patroller on this build as well too. So this is going to be a very defensive build, but you're still going to get your sharp takeover. You still got 80 driving layup, 80 driving dunk once you get your cap breakers. First set of cap breakers, if you want to go with an 84 close shot for Silver Paint Prodigy, that's going to make it even more of a beast. Of course, the 93 pass accuracy, so you can still dot your teammates up, Hall of Fame dimer and break starter. This build really can do it all. I'm looking really forward to trying this build out. And our perimeter defense, you guys already know I love perimeter defense on my center builds. It just helps for playing any game modes. You can bring it to the rec 5s. Should be able to bring it to the proving ground 5s. I've yet to play that game mode, so I'm not exactly 100% sure. But again, having perimeter defense, especially if you're going to play random rec or anything, if you get switched on to a guard, sometimes you get matched up against a 6'7", 6'8", 6'9", that can be really fast. And this will help you contest on the perimeter. Helps you move a little bit laterally is what I found when I didn't have my perimeter defense upgraded. And it was really hard to move laterally, even though I had that agility. But that agility to go along with the perimeter defense will boost that in a allows you to slide a little bit better, be better in your rotations, sliding in and out of the paint, and it should help you get more blocking opportunities and of course some steal opportunities as well to go with this 60 steel. So like I said, we are putting a steal on this build. We were able to get bronze interceptor. Again, the last categories that I end up upgrading are steal, post control, and free throw. Now I haven't put steal on any of my other builds because I wanted to get some other ratings, but for this build we were able to get the 60 steel, so we are going to try this out. But again, I don't find a 60 steel to be an absolute necessity, but it for sure can help and be complimentary. Our block, we are going up to a 93, so we are going to get gold paint patroller at 7'2", 7'10" wingspan, almost the max wingspan. You'll be swatting shots no problem, and you could increase this to Hall of Fame paint patroller if you like, but likely what I'm going to do is put my tier 1 max badge +1 onto set shot specialist, the gold. So still, this is going to be an absolute defensive monster of a 7'2" center build as well, and we are going to get silver post lockdown with a little bit more strength than what we're used to. Man, I can't wait to try out this build. And for our rebounding, of course, you guys already know I like to prioritize the defensive rebound. Once again, because we only have that 64 speed, and this is like a stretch big, and you should be living on the perimeter, spacing out the floor, being a spot up, a face up. What I have found playing on builds like these, it takes too long to crash from the 3-point line to get an offensive rebound. Again, you can still go for your putback opportunities and whatever it might be. Those are really fun clips to get, but I like to prioritize having that 92 defensive rebound so we can make sure that we can secure the boards after the opponent misses and take away second chance opportunities from them. And also in turn to go with that 93 pass accuracy, where you can grab the board, chuck the ball down the court, get your easy assists, get your easy teammate grade. That'll help you fill up your takeover meter as well, and just everything works together very nicely. And plus, being 7'2" with a 7'10" wingspan, having a 67 offensive rebound, you're still going to get your offensive rebound opportunities. You're absolutely massive. So if you can get position early with that 7'10" wingspan, you're still gonna have gold rebound chaser, Hall of Fame rebound chaser. Once you put your cap breakers on it, you're still gonna get those offensive rebound opportunities. And again, what I would recommend too for the cap breakers, your first set you can either put on your close shot to get to an 84 for Silver Paint Prodigy, or if you want to go +4 to your defensive rebound to get Hall of Fame rebound chaser, you can also do that. It's totally up to you, whatever you want to do first, but for sure those two I would recommend putting your cap breakers on first. And for our speed, of course, we're going to max this out to a 62. All you need is a 60 for that bronze high flying denier, but just because we haven't increased our vertical, that's why it's not popping up. But still, a little bit of extra speed is always nice. Agility, I want to max that out to a 50 to match that 65 perimeter defense, so again we can move laterally extremely nice or better, help us with rotations, and in there you will get more block opportunities and steal opportunities. And again, for our strength, we are going to go up to a 78, and as you see right there, we are getting silver post lockdown, and I am very excited to have silver post lockdown on this build. I wish it was a tier 2 badge. Again, you can go ahead and throw that max badge +1 on a movable enforcer at the silver level and silver post lockdown, gold paint patroller. It's gonna be a little bit harder to score on this build in the paint than some would think, seeing this build when they get matched up. Being a skinny 7'2" build, but still you got 82 interior, 93 block, silver post lockdown, and you will be able to get silver immovable enforcer. I can't wait to try this build, you guys. This build looks like it's going to be so much fun. I cannot wait to try this build out. And last but not least, our vertical, we are going to max that out, or nearly max that out to a 77, so that way we can get gold pogo stick as well. Plus, having a 77 vertical on a 7'2" big with a 7'10" wingspan, you'll be grabbing rebounds, you'll be blocking shots out the gym. It just helps all in all. And of course, we did get that silver high flying denier as well too, which is going to be really nice. You could put silver posterizer on with your max badge +1, but again, I would highly recommend putting it onto a movable enforcer. But seriously, look at this build. This build is going to be insane, especially once you put your +4 cap breakers to your close shot for Silver Paint Prodigy. You can go +4 to your defensive rebound for Hall of Fame rebound chaser. You can go to your pass accuracy +5 for Legend Break Starter and Legend Dimer. You could even increase your interior defense up by 3 with a cap breaker to get gold off-ball pest if that interests you. Another thing you could also do is to go another +4 on your block, so you could get Hall of Fame Paint Patroller, but you would also have to put 2 onto your interior defense in order to get that Hall of Fame Paint Patroller. So totally up to you guys, but again, first two recommend for sure, defensive rebound and the close shot. That will really enhance the build more. And then if you want to go with 4 to block and 2 or 3 to your interior defense, depending how many cap breakers you have left. Totally up to you. So once again, now that we have filled out the build, we will run through the badges very quickly. So at the 80 close shot, you only get the bronze paint prodigy, but again, your first set of cap breakers or your second, if you want to go defensive rebound first, you can, but for sure defensive rebound or close shot, go +4 so you can get silver paint prodigy. That 80 driving layup is going to get that silver physical finisher, which is going to be nice. Gold aerial wizard, so we can still get some nasty putback dunks with this build as well too. Bronze posterizer, and of course 90 standing dunk for elite big man contact dunks, gold rise up, and gold aerial wizard. We won't get any post badges with that 55. 80 mid range will get us bronze deadeye, and 75 3 ball will also get us that silver set shot specialist. Once again, put your max badge +1 onto this. For gold, it'll help you shoot better, and plus the 75 3 ball, you'll get sharpshooting take on this build, which is going to be extremely nice. 86 free throws, so you can help knock down your free throws at the line. The 93 pass accuracy, silver bailout, Hall of Fame break starter, silver versatile visionary, and Hall of Fame dimer. So again, this build will be a triple double machine. You'll be getting boards no problem, you can dot up your teammates, and of course you have a ton of scoring options on this build as well. So 55 ball handle and the 49 speed with ball won't get us any badges, but the 55 ball handle and 40 speed with ball will get us some dribble packages. 82 interior defense, gold paint patroller, it is going to be extremely nice to have. That silver post lockdown, which is also going to be nice to have since we don't have a too high of a strength build. But again, if somebody tries to back you down, post spin, drop step, whatever it might be, this will counteract that, and they're going to get a little bit frustrated as well. But again, that goes hand in hand with that gold paint patroller, so you can help lock down the paint even better as well. 65 perimeter defense, that does get us that bronze movable enforcer, and once again, highly recommend to put your max badge +1 onto this for silver movable enforcer. That'll help you out in defense a ton as well. We can also get silver off ball pest, and again, if you want to go +3 cap breakers to your interior defense once you increase your defensive rebound and close shot to get that 84 85 interior defense for gold off ball pest or Hall of Fame paint patroller. If you increase your block, you can do that as well. The 60 steel will get us that bronze interceptor. 93 block for gold paint patroller. Again, like I said, you can get Hall of Fame paint patroller, but again, first I recommend to put defensive rebound or close shot first, and then you could do this or your pass accuracy, whatever you guys feel. 67 offensive rebound, that doesn't get us anything, but the 92 defensive rebound does get us that silver box out beast, gold pogo stick, and gold rebound chaser, of course. And again, +4 cap breakers to this, get your Hall of Fame rebound chaser. That'll be extremely nice to have. 62 speed, that matches our silver high flying denier. You can go down to a 60 for that, but it's always nice to have a little bit more speed, especially when you're this tall. Agility, a 50. Again, I like to have agility and perimeter defense to help us if we get switched onto a guard, or if we're guarding a 6'7", 8'9", whatever it might be, somebody that's a lot faster than us. This will help out, and of course, on rotations and sliding and lateral movement. Strength is 78. Once again, that's going to get us that silver post lockdown, which I am super excited to have on this year's version of the 7'2" glitchy glass. Of course, that also goes with our silver physical finisher. You can get bronze brick wall and silver box out beast. And last but not least, our 77 vertical for gold pogo stick, gold rise up, gold aerial wizard, silver high flying denier, and bronze posterized. So there we have it, this year's version of the 7'2" glitchy glass cleaner. Man, I am so excited to use this build. I can't wait to get my first build to 99, rebirth this thing, take it into the rec, and start going crazy. I can't wait to get the first set of cap breakers for this as well. I believe I'm going to put it on the close shot for silver paint prodigy. But man, this build looks like it's going to be a monster. This build's going to be so much fun, man. I can't wait to bring this into the rec. So we can go ahead and click continue. And our first shade is of Victor Wembanyama, Joel Embiid, and Chet Holmgren. So very sick and solid comparisons, very skillful centers, and it does come out to a two-way inside the arc maestro. I can't seem to get away from the inside the arc maestro build name, but we do get a two-way with all the defensive stats that we get. It's going to be a little bit of a catfish build as well too, with that 75 3 ball sharpshooting takeover. And I can't wait to get my hands on this build and actually try it. It is going to be so much fun. I cannot wait. And I'm sure a lot of you guys will also enjoy this build. We got a little bit more strength. We got that silver post lockdown in this year's version. You can still pass the ball. It's got the whole works. This build can literally do it all. So next, I'll show you guys how to increase this build and the animations for it as well. So the way that I would increase this build first, only went up to a 64 close shot. It's just the way it worked with everything else that I wanted to get. But again, your next upgrades, you can increase your close shot, or I'd recommend increasing your interior defense and block, or for sure your perimeter defense. Increasing your perimeter defense, you definitely move around slow without it. So for your next upgrades, you can definitely go with your blocks, perimeter defense, or close shot. But we can start off with that 80 driving layup. That'll get us that Giannis Antetokounmpo layup package, and again, that'll be really nice to have off rip. An 80 driving dunk, we can get those nice dunk packages as well. Of course, the 90 standing dunk for elite big man contact dunks. And of course, we want to be able to shoot the ball off rip as well too, be a nice inside outside threat with that 80 mid range and 75 3 ball, 93 pass accuracy, so we can get Hall of Fame break starter, Hall of Fame dimer, and be a triple double threat off rip as well too. And this will help you get nice teammate grade, help you rep up quicker, help you grind the build out quicker as well too. I went to a 60 interior defense and a 74 block for at least bronze paint patroller, but again, in your next upgrades, definitely recommend increasing your perimeter defense next, or your close shot. You can work on that, or if you want to go with interior and block, definitely the first next things to work on. Of course, the 92 defensive rebound, we got to be able to rebound off rip, and again, matches the 93 pass accuracy. Of course, max out your speed. I wanted the agility maxed out as well, the 78 strength and the 77 vertical. You could maybe drop your agility a little bit if you want to get more close shot, or if you want to increase your perimeter defense, totally up to you, but this is how I'm likely going to increase this build first. And again, it will cost you 189,000 VC. And for the animations on this build, it's pretty much the exact same animations that I have on my 7'3" build, so I will show you guys that. The jump shot we can get into later. Free throw, I am trying out DeMarcus Cousins. I don't know if I really like that though, to be honest. We'll probably change that. Layup style will be Giannis. Dunk style, we can get into that later as well too. My go-to shot, I went with Giannis. Again, they're not really great for centers, so it doesn't really matter what you pick there. I went with dribble pull up normal, spin jumper normal, hop jumper normal, post fade Anthony Davis. My post hook is pro. Post hop shot, I changed to Dirk Nowitzki. I tried Anthony Davis, and his hop shot is extremely slow. It creates space, but it's unbelievably slow, so I had to change it. Motion style, you can go Giannis Antetokounmpo, or you can go DeAndre Ayton. Apparently DeAndre Ayton is a good motion style. Pass style, you'll have to go with Tyrese Halliburton, or you can go Domantas Sabonis. Again, this is my 7'3" with a 95 pass accuracy, but it's gonna have identical animations. But you'll have to go with Tyrese Halliburton or Domantas Sabonis for now. Dribble style is normal, or you can also get Domantas Sabonis if you want to unlock that too, whichever one you want to do. And again, you do get some Joel Embiid escape moves, step back spin, and a Nikola Jokic spin with that 55 ball handle, but these signature size up, breakdown combos are all basic. But again, the escape move you can put on Joel Embiid. Combo moves will be basic, same with the crossover, same with the behind the back. The spin you can do Joel Embiid or Nikola Jokic. Hesitation will have to be basic, but the step back you can also put on Joel Embiid. And our triple threat style is pro. And the jump shot that I am using so far will be Jonathan Isaac base, Marcus All release, Tim Duncan release. And as you can see, I'm still messing around with the visual cue. I keep getting a lot of slightly late, so I'm trying to push it back a little bit, but then sometimes I'm getting a little bit of a slightly early if I get a load up animation, which can be frustrating. But we do go with the half speed to get a little bit better timing stability, and the animation blending is 68% Marcus All and 32% Tim Duncan. I still have to play around with releases. I might try some different releases, see if it helps me get a better visual cue or a higher release point, whatever it might be, but I'm still trying to find that perfect jumper to help me be more consistent. Right now, I'm not shooting very consistently. I can green shots, but it's hard to green 2 in a row. I seem to green 1 and then I'll miss my next 2 and then hit the next one. So it's a little bit tough, but again, getting used to everything. I don't have all my hot zones. I don't have gold set shot specialist yet. And of course, having sharpshooting takeover on this build will also help with that too. And for our dunks, we got our rim grazers, we got our hangs. Don't recommend the back scratchers. They can get blocked pretty easily. I got the windmills, big man, and windmill reverses. I got the other reverses off 2, baseline reverses off 2, and windmill baseline reverses. I got our basics, I got our athletics, our double clutches, the tomahawks. Again, on the 1 foot moving dunks, pretty much the exact same thing. Rim grazers, hangs, I got the reverses, I got a cradle on there, I got the tomahawks that I can, double clutches, the basics, the athletics. Of course, your standing dunks, throw all of them on, the regulars, the rim pulls, the athletics, the elite standing bigs, and the pro standing bigs. And for signature dunks, we've put on every single one that we can. You got the Giannis package, you got Draymond Green, probably not really worth it for Draymond, but we got Karl Malone, Shaquille O'Neal, Domantas Sabonis, Ben Simmons, Karl Anthony Towns, Dwight Howard, and of course Daryl Dawkins. One of my favorite dunk packages to have because of the swinging arm dunk animations that he gets. It looks super glitchy being this tall and with a near max wingspan. And last but not least, our alley-oops. We do get the pro alley-oop, which will also in turn give you opportunities for driving putback dunks, which are extremely fun to get. And of course, you can throw on your big contact alley-oops so you actually can catch some bodies when you do get thrown a lob. But there we have it, this year's version of the 7'2" Glitchy Glass Cleaner. Again, I can't wait to get my hands on this build and try it. Can't wait to get my first build to 99 so now I can create this monster, get you guys some gameplay, but I know you guys will love this build and go crazy in the rec center as well too. It should be another triple double machine. This build is going to be a beast. I can't wait to put cat breakers on it as well too. Man, this will definitely be one of my favorite builds this year for sure. So again, hope you guys enjoyed this build. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you drop drop a like, hit that sub if you're new, and we'll catch you in the next one. Peace.